Good morning, everybody. Start to day 4. Beautiful, crisp morning, nice, calm air, brilliant, warm sunlight, and a beautiful view of the mountains behind us. As you can see, what is normally a lake is nothing but a dried up, mucky, spongy lake bed. Now, yesterday I mentioned there was droughting in Idaho. Well, that droughting has affected this area too. Obviously, less spring thaw, less runoff from the mountains of Idaho, less runoff down here to the low points to fill up these reservoirs and basins. And so we have sort of a novelty view of a lake. Not exactly the one we had in mind when we came here. However, we certainly make do with what we have. So now we're going to go ahead and keep on exploring, see what else day 4 has to offer. It's been a great start to day 4, so let's go explore some more. We're just out here walking in the dried lake bed towards the Grand Tetons, and there's nobody to tell us no. We're just exploring. So I think so far this is probably my favorite view of the mountains, not because it's entirely different from what we've already seen, but because the location that we're at is a new perspective. And that's kind of the whole point. You come out to a place like this in the wilderness to do something new, to explore, to get that sense of adventure. You might as well go a little bit out of your way to try and get that unique perspective that only you will appreciate the same way. And so that's kind of what I feel like I've got here. There's a few people who've ventured out here along with us, but I think most people spend their time safely on the paths. And we want to take the path a little less traveled while we're out here and get the most out of this adventure. All right, so here we are. We're in Coulter Bay Campground, day 4. We did some exploring this morning, came back at around 11 o'clock, and we had to move campsites from 429B to 426B. If you are trying to decipher the maps in Coulter Bay Campground to decide which site you should choose, I would say 426 and 425 next to us are probably premier sites. They're pull-through sites, but they're very long sites with some nice mature tree cover. It gives you some nice groundscaping around here in this wooded section beyond us to go ahead and play in, and the kids like it. Just is very spacious. You have some room. You're not right next to other sites. We started out the morning here, day 4, exploring Coulter Bay on Jackson Lake. And then we did some more driving around. We've been kind of hitting some of the main suggested outlook points for bear activity. So even with all that said, this is a massive natural wildlife park, and the animals do what they want to do. They're not on our time. So as much as we've tried at different times of day. We've tried to follow the instructions of the park rangers as far as where we might look to find them. Still no luck. So it's kind of a bummer, but hopefully as we head up to Yellowstone, we'll have new opportunities to see more bison and hopefully the all-evasive grizzly bear. Well, good morning, everybody. It's the morning of day 5. We are leaving here. We are packed up, pre-trip done, and ready to pull out of Grand Teton National Park here at Coulter Bay Campground. From here, we are heading on up 89 into Yellowstone. And depending on how the day goes, we'll be stopping to see some of the marvels there as we make our way up into West Yellowstone, where our campground will be for the next 3 days. So wish us luck, and we'll see you on the road. Let's get going. Still in a restricted zone. So one of the problems I'm encountering, and I'm sure you have too, is if you're any kind of a drone pilot and you want to get any kind of aerial shots, pretty much the entire state from Grand Teton Park up by the mountains where you'd want to get is all restricted, right? Because it's all a national park. I'm down here on the river's edge, and unfortunately, it's not refreshing. I'm still right on the edge of that restricted space. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna traverse that log and see if that takes me. Are you saying no? Cameraman's saying no. All right, I don't want to die in a river today. I'll jump it. All right. Well, they just make it impossible. It's like somebody came out here and said, ha 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 ha, let's put it right over there where they can't get to it. All I want is some aerial shots of the mountains. We made it here to Yellowstone. We're just waiting in line again, even though we've got the annual pass, for a bunch of people rolling up to pay. So again, inefficiencies. I don't know why they don't have a bypass lane like a normal person would think to have. Made it here. We're at the West Thumb Geyser Basin in Yellowstone. They all have their jackets on because they think apparently it's going to be very cold. And I guess I'll be the control for the group. I'll wear just a sweatshirt and we'll see who's right, who's wrong. It feels beautiful. There's snow on the ground everywhere, but it's a nice clear day and it's got a very slight breeze and the sun feels hot. So let's go see some geothermal activity. Woo! This is the Abyss Pool. And this pool was named by its discoverer because it was so deep that it was thought that it was like God was looking through the abyss into your soul.